As Leander Kerr drives to the bucket, so is Humber's quest for a perfect season. All has gone right for Humber, and it's like they can't miss. As the Hawks strive for perfection, their obstacle today is the lonely Bruins. Will there be a massive upset, or will Humber's quest for a perfect season continue? We will soon find out. Hawks, Bruins, coming up. Welcome to the Hawk Nest at the Humber North Campus for this evening's game between the Humber Hawks and the visiting Sheridan Bruins. Everett Hammer alongside Stephen Carney. Stephen, tonight's game is a tale of two teams at opposite end of the standings.
Well, boy, Everett, is it ever? Of course, Humber, like we've mentioned at the top, perfect season so far, 16-0, looking for 17. And the Sheridan Bruins 2-14. They've lost their last 12, Everett. So Humber looks like they should have a good opportunity tonight. But hey, you never know in college basketball.
And we have a look here at the standings, and like you said, Humber as the top of the standings and the Sheridan Bruins just at the other opposite end.
Oh boy, yeah, Humber, of course, perfect season so far, sitting atop the division at 16-0, and Sheridan right now right at the bottom, 2-14. Everett, they're looking to turn their season around, looking for some momentum maybe going into next season. Humber has clinched this division, so they're already in the playoffs with a bye. They just got to keep playing hot like they have been.
One of the important things coming in tonight, Stephen, that the Hawks can't do is they can't pay too much attention to the team and their standings as with them being so close to the playoffs. Every game and every play is so important for a playoff push.
Oh, 100%. You want momentum to be on your side for the whole season, and going into the playoffs, you want to be playing like you've been playing all season, right, Everett? So the Hawks want to keep up the hot play and get another big win for sure.
And so, as we are just about getting set for the opening tip-off, we will have, after the break, the graduating players' senior night presentations and opening tip-off at the other side of the break.
At Humber, we are career-focused. We provide practical learning in and out of the classroom. We are chefs. We are programmers. We are community builders. We are technicians. We are entrepreneurs. We are Humber.
Welcome back to the Hawks Nest here, Humber North Campus. Everett Hammer alongside Steve Carney for this evening's women's basketball matchup between your Humber Hawks and the visiting Sheridan Bruins. And Stephen, as it is custom and the last home game of the regular season, it is seniors night here, and with quite a few Humber Hawks going to be honored here in this pregame ceremony.
Yeah, Everett, 8 of them in total, and a lot of them are real big contributors to this year's team. Leandra Kerr, Alina Domingo, Maria Sayre, Ruth Holland, Jill Semple, Amber Bouchard, Natalie Hagopian, of course, the MVP of the season for the Hawks, no doubt about it, CJ Nafuente, all going to be gone after this year. So a special night here for the Hawks players, and really it's going to carry some momentum for them in the rest of the season.
Lots of family and friends on hand here for the graduating players. And this is also alumni night here at the Hawks Nest, as Humber Sheridan is always circled on the calendar, no matter what the sport, it seems, Stephen.
Well, yeah, no doubt about it, especially for the basketball. I mean, later on tonight at 8 p.m., we're going to have the men's basketball, and Sheridan and Humber, these two are the real biggest rivals in OCAA right now, Everett. It's going to be a packed house here at the Hawks Nest. Already the crowd really forming here, so should be an exciting night here at the Hawks Nest.
As we see Amber Bouchard honored there for the first player honored. And Stephen, going into today, the Hawks, we talked about them, they're leading first place overall in the standings. But when you go down and look at the team statistics, they're also leading the league in multiple team statistics.
Oh boy, how are they ever, Everett? I mean, if you look at them, they really are the best team all around, offensive and defensive. First in points per game at over 80 points per game. First in field goal percentage, 40.7. Third in rebounds, first in assists. And then if you look at the defense, Everett, this is what's really impressive. First in points allowed, under 50 points per game, and first in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. And look over at Sheridan. I mean, it's going to be really tough for them tonight.
And those stats that you talked about just translate into wins, nothing but wins. As this Hawks team, that's all they've done so far this season, Stephen. 16-0. It's just been downright impressive to watch these girls play this year.
Well, and it's not just been this year, Everett. Going back to last season, 31 straight games that they have won, and their last loss coming November 8th in 2014. So almost 2 years now since Humber has lost. They're just on fire, and really every facet of the game, like we mentioned.
And when you look at the other side of the court here, the Sheridan Bruins team comes in tonight, they've only won a couple of games so far this season. This really does seem like, this is a team that they could have nothing to lose here if you're the Humber Hawks.
Well, yeah, no doubt about that. And if you look at the start of the season, Sheridan started out at 2-2. Not sure who they played earlier on in the season, but since then they've lost their last 12, so really on a bad streak. You got to wonder if maybe some injuries played a factor, but either way, Sheridan looks like they're going to have a tough night here against the Hawks, and the Hawks have to be looking for another big win here, move over to 17-0, Everett.
And when you think about the Humber Hawks and alumni night and seniors night, you can't help but start reminiscing of Humber Hawks teams that have passed. And this Humber Hawks women's basketball team, really, this program really is something to be proud of.
Oh, well, yeah, no doubt about that. Not just this season, really every season since they have been around, they have been an unbelievable team. And if you look at this season in particular, Everett, they're only 99 points away from breaking the OCAA record for most points in a season. And that's been around since 1998, 1999. So this Hawks team's offense has been amazing all year, and it might be a record year. That's something to be proud of, no doubt about it.
With 2 games left, you certainly have to think that mark of 99 points is certainly attainable, as we see number 5 for the Hawks being honored here pregame.
Yeah, that's Alina Domingo, and you know what? She has been a great player for the Hawks throughout her career. Hasn't really played a lot this year because I'm not sure if it's injuries or not, but she's a great defensive player, was unbelievable last year, one of the best players, so big night for her as well.
And when it's seniors night, it's kind of a bittersweet night if you're the coaching staff for the Humber Hawks and especially the head coach, AJ Sharma, as he's been with this program for 5 years, so he's seen a lot of these players progress through the system.
Well, you see some tears being shed. This team is a team, Everett, through and through. Everyone sticks up for each other. They really love to play together. And you know what? I don't think there could be a better way to end the year for AJ Sharma and for all these players that are graduating to get another OCAA championship, maybe a CCAA as well. I mean, a player like this that you see right now, Natalie Agopian, she has just been great this season for the Humber Hawks. A great three-point shooter, really plays off CJ Fuente very well. So you got to be happy with him so far this year.
This Humber Hawks team is a team that, like you said in the stats, they can beat you any which way. We talked about it. The bigs underneath the basket that this Humber Hawks team just creates so much space and opportunity for the perimeter game.
Oh, it really does. I mean, Tissa Kronk, Leandra Kerr, Jill Semple, the three bigs for Humber, as you see Leandra Kerr coming on the screen right now, they are top 6 in field goal percentage. Leandra Kerr, she's third, 52.1%. Jill Semple, 51.6, she's 6th. And then Tissa Kronk, first in the OCAA, 60.2% field goal percentage. They're just dominant down low ever. There's no doubt about it. It's tough. It's really tough to guard these three players. And that's why CJ Fuente gets so many assists. She just throws the ball right down to them.
One of the things that is also evident here as this pregame ceremony is the support from family and friends that these graduating players have had. As you can really see now as the players, after they get honored, going up into the stands and giving a hug to mom or dad or friends or family that are in here. Just a nice sight to see here.
Well, if you're a parent, you got to be proud of your kid no matter what they do. But when your kid is a part of a team like this that's won all the championships, all the individual success, all the team success, I mean, you have to be proud of Leandra Kerr going and seeing a family member there. She has been a great Hawk for so many years, especially this year, a great year for her. So you got to be happy. And look at this one on screen right now, Everett. That is CJ Fuente. No doubt about it, she's been the MVP this year for the Hawks. She is such a talent, something pretty special to watch.
At the start of the season, you know, it was if start of the season, she missed a couple of games as she had maybe an injured knee, but since then, since she's returned to the lineup, she has just been a force for this Hawks team all season long.
Absolutely on fire. 13.8 points per game, 13th in the OCAA. 9.2 rebounds a game, 5th in the OCAA, and then 4.3 steals. That's just a crazy number. 2nd in the OCAA and 6.8 assists. 1st in the OCAA. The best player so far this season in the OCAA has been CJ Fuente. She is unbelievable to watch.
As a big ovation here now for Maria Sayre, graduating player, 5th-year player from Brampton, Ontario.
Yeah, she's been here, it seems like forever, and she is one of the best defensive players I've ever seen in women's basketball ever. She is so rangy, so athletic, so much speed behind her, and she's a real tough player. Look for her tonight against the Sheridan Bruins. She really gets out and guards so well. Such a great player to have on your team.
And just you see her shedding some tears away to pose for a picture here. That really is, like you said, just a testament of how close and tight-knit this Humber Hawks team, and that's what a winning culture does. It really brings the team and your teammates together, and you want to play for each other. You want to play for the coach and your teammates.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you play sports because it's fun, no doubt about that. You make friends. But when you win on top of that, Everett, is there anything that's better? Everyone wants to win, and this Humber team seems to do it every single year, so no wonder they're so tight. It really feels like not just a team, but a team of best friends, like you mentioned. And you see it there. Everyone's so emotional, so happy. It'd be great if they can get another big home win here tonight.
A win to remain perfect on the season, and even more importantly, a win on seniors night here. As we have concluded with the pregame ceremony, and we'll go with the starting introductions here for the game. And so as we get closer to tip-off here, it's just, you can start as more people start filing into the gym here tonight as the game goes on, and the game goes on. You have to think that the atmosphere in this gym is just going to grow, Stephen.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You see AJ Sharma on screen. This guy has been here for 5 seasons now and really helped this program build a great team, a really close team like we've talked about. And just a couple minutes away here from tip-off. It's going to be an emotional night, not just for the players, Everett, but for AJ as well. He's losing 8 players, like we mentioned. There's going to be new players coming in next year. Don't be surprised to see Humber right near the top again next year, but it's still going to be an emotional night for AJ.
That's one of the things of post-secondary varsity sports teams is that, you know, players do graduate, players do move on, and that's where when the legacy of the teams come in your recruiting as your coaching staff, and that's something that AJ Sharma has been able to do, is just continue to bring in players to fit that winning culture.
Well, exactly. You know what? It's not just the basketball teams here. It's every single sport. They always have great players. I mean, like Mary Acer, you can see right there, she's been great. And every year they find some great players.
As we see Jill Semple, she's going to get the start at center here tonight. The big center from Etobicoke, Ontario. Also starting Natalie Hagopian, the deep threat, the shooting from behind the arc, just like you talked about in the intro, Stephen.
Yeah, she has been on fire this season. Natalie Hagopian, sweet jump shot, really can stretch the floor. Such a great contributor alongside CJ Nefuente.
CJ Nefuente, the last player to be introduced to the starting five here. Definitely the star of the team, and she's the one who really, to borrow, like, quarterback the offense here, the point guard that brings the ball up, all the offense, you know, she's the one that really is keeps this Hawks team together.
Well, she's the motor that drives this team, no doubt about it. She is so good on offense, like we mentioned, all the assists, all the points, but on the defensive side, she's got to be one of the best defenders in the entire OCAA. Countless steals, she's right up near the top. She's a great player.
And tip off, we are underway. Simple gets the ball back to Nefuente. Nefuente goes to Hagopian. Hagopian over to Nefuente. Now Acer with it, penetrating to the top of the key, kicks it out to Nefuente. Nefuente over with a shot, that's good for three. CJ Nefuente comes out of the gate with a deep three, Stephen.
Yeah, you know what? Don't be fooled by CJ Nefuente. She's athletic. She can score inside, but she has good touch from the outside as well, as you see with a big three-pointer.
And the Bruins try to answer with a three of their own, but getting that rebound is Nefuente, bringing the ball up the court for the Hawks. Kicks over to Hagopian. Hagopian fakes the shot, kicks it over to the far side to Acer. Acer takes a three of her own. That's just short, rebounded by the Bruins. Bringing it up the court here is Brathwaite. Brathwaite up to Terrelong. Terrelong kicks it over the far side now. Now with it is Brathwaite. Brathwaite with Acer on her, tries to get around her. Nefuente, good help defense there. Good defense by Acer. Big rebound there by Leandra Kerr. As now there's CJ Nefuente. Now with Hagopian. Hagopian over now to Acer. Acer tries a three from the other side. That doesn't go. Rebounded there by CJ. Another rebound by the Hawks. Now that's Kerr with the jumper. That doesn't go, but again, the rebound by the Hawks with the putback. The rebound and the putback is Jill Semple. And Stephen, that's something that we noticed in warm-ups, the distinct height advantage that the Hawks are going to have under the basket tonight.
Oh, the size advantage is going to be huge here for Humber. You see Semple, no problem getting the offensive rebound. And then really, no one could guard her there. She puts it right back. Hawks 5-0 early on here, Everett.
Douglas with the short baseline jumper. That doesn't go. Rebounded again by Semple as she kicks it up to Hagopian. Hagopian unable to get the ball, and here come the other way to the Bruins. But stripped there by CJ Nefuente. Nefuente ends it up, and with the layup there is Leandra Kerr. Good steal, athletic play by Nefuente, Stephen.
Yeah, she made that look a little too easy there, Everett. That steal was so easy for her. She strips the player. Beautiful outlet pass to Kerr, and an easy layup.
Brathwaite driving baseline, but leaves it off for Terlong. Terlong tries to go to the key, but gets called for a travel. And going the other way here, it's going to be the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks defense is so good. We mentioned it. They're a great offensive team, there's no doubt about it. But defensively as well, they're top in the OCAA. And you can see the effect they're having early on here on the Bruins, giving them nowhere to go here ever. Countless turnovers already, just over a couple minutes in.
That's CJ Nefuente. Now it's Acer with it. She's being guarded by Brathwaite. Lays it off to CJ. Goes for the layup, but just loses a handle on it, and going the other way, it's going to be Bruins ball. .7:35 to go here in the first quarter. Hawks leading 7-0. As now it's Terlong with it. Terlong, she tries to get it, but good defense there by the Hawks. And good quick defense by Natalie Hagopian there to force that. Good defensive play, Stephen.
Yeah, it's not just CJ Nefuente who can get the steals. Mary Sarah's out there as well. And of course, Natalie Agopian, a great defender in her own right. Humber really dominated the Bruins early on here. 7-0, 7:22 left in the first.
Active, good, again, he talked about the defense, not only the defense on the court, but good active defense on an inbound play there, Steven.
Yeah, giving them nowhere to put that pass. Great defense there, and another turnover. The Hawks are just so dominant here early on, Everett. This could be a long night for the Sheridan Bruins.
Bringing the ball up court is CJ Nefuente over to Acer. Acer squares up to the basket. Now it's Hagopian with it over to CJ. CJ swings it to the far side. Acer dribbles down the key, and nice play there by Mary Acer, Steven, driving to the key.
Yeah, that was a nice move inside. Finishes strong. Hawks 9-0 early on. They're dominating the Bruins.
The Bruins try to get some quick ball movement going, but the ball is going to go off of a Hawks player, and it's going to be Bruins ball inbound underneath the basket.
And Sheridan's going to have a substitution here. That's going to be Terrellon going out. And replacing her is number 3, and that is Campbell. So maybe trying to find something off the bench here, because the starting lineup really having no success against the Hawks.
Ball now at the top of the key, trying to penetrate, going for the layup, but good defense there by CJ, and now Nefuente brings the ball up court for the Hawks. Nefuente kicks it out to Acer. Acer pulls up for a 3. That one is good. That's what we talk about, Steven. That deep 3-ball threat that the Hawks have, able to penetrate the key and then kick it out to a 3.
Yeah, 12-0 already, and that's a couple threes made by the Hawks. Really finding the shooting touch early on. And that, like you said, CJ Nefuente cuts inside, finds someone wide open for 3. That penetration is key for Humber.
Good defense there by Natalie Hagopian on that last play. That's going to be the Bruins inbound ball at the end corner. It's a sideline inbound, but right deep in the corner. Again, defense by CJ Nefuente, able to strip that ball and going the other way here are the Hawks. Nefuente all the way, tries a long pass. That is just out of the reach of Jill Semple.
A good effort there by Nefuente. Gets another steal. I don't know how many that is ever. That might be her 4th one in just under 6 minutes, but the defense is absolutely amazing here for the Hawks so far.
Campbell tries to get the layup. That doesn't go. Rebounded again by Nefuente. She brings the ball up over midcourt, as now it's Hagopian with it. Hagopian swings the ball over to the far side now. Mary Acer in for Jill Semple. She'll turn around, square up to the basket. Gets a nice jumper to go. And again, Jill Semple using that height advantage underneath the basket, Steven.
Yeah, well, she is the tallest player here tonight, 6'2", and Sheridan only has a couple players at 5'11", one of them on the floor right now. But Jill Semple, like you mentioned, so strong and very athletic as well for a big.
Mary Acer gets in on the steal game, and she goes the other way. Acer leaves it for Nefuente. Nefuente with it. Slowing things down, swings it over the far side, tries a far pass for Hagopian, but intercepted there by the Bruins. Going up for the layup is number 7, Raquel Dyer.
There's the defense once again, Everett. That time, Mary Acer gets back in transition and blocks a shot, forces a travel. 14-0 here early on, just over 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
See a rebound of that play there. As we've seen that a couple of times, CJ Nefuente really the Hawks trying to switch the point of attack from one side of the court to the other. And now Mary Acer with it. Swings it over to Hagopian at the top of the court. Now CJ pulls up with a corner 3. That's good. CJ Nefuente, 17-0. Here the Hawks lead.
Yeah, and she was shaking her head, not sure why. She's been great to start this first quarter, and the Hawks, they've been better. Another steal by CJ.
CJ going up for the layup. Gets it to go, 19-0. CJ Nefuente can do no wrong here in the early goings of this game as the Hawks are up 19-0.
Yeah, this is a rout early on. The Hawks really dominant on both sides of the floor, looking to continue it.
And as that's going to go out of bounds, as that was Jaslyn Cara going for the layup, but good active defense there by the Hawks, and we're going to have some substitutions here for the Hawks.
Yeah, Nefuente, Mary Acer, and Hagopian all going off. Ruth Holland coming in with a Tissa Kronk, and it looks like Bouchard as well. But Everett early on, 19-0. This could be a short night here for some of the Humber starters. Maybe give them some rest going into the playoffs.
And it's Sheridan ball inbounded underneath the key again. Good, tight defense on the inbound play. Able to get a shot off where the Bruins rebounded, get the putback. That doesn't go. Rebounded there by number 15, Kronk. She headmans the ball up. And now underneath, good ball movement underneath the key there as they're scrambling for it on the ground. Coming up with it, though, is Campbell for the Bruins. She's being guarded by number 14, Bouchard. Ball now at the top of it. Inbounded there by Kara. Kara with it. Swings it over to the far side. That's Brathwaite. Brathwaite with it. Still has her dribble. She passes it off to Kara. Kara, as shot clock winding down here, unable to get a shot off there of the Bruins. There's that big, good defense by the Hawks, Stephen.
And it almost leads to a transition bucket. Sorry there, Everett, but I've never seen this in college basketball. Could the Hawks have a chance for a shutout here in the first quarter? Their defense has been so dominant.
As the Bruins now have the ball at the top of the key. Campbell with it, looking for an option. Layup, that doesn't go. Rebounded by the Hawks, out the other way. Here comes Ruth Holland. Ruth Holland tries to swings it over to the far side here to Vasquez. Vasquez. And good ball movement there by the Hawks, Stephen, but just out of bounds call.
Yeah, good effort there. Moving the ball very well tonight. Very unselfish plays. Looks like Leandra Kerr is going to get a rest here, and Semple's going to come back on the floor. But yeah, like you mentioned, Hawks looking good here, Everett. 19-0 with just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. This is a perfect way to celebrate seniors night here at the Hawks Nest.
Playing extremely well here, as that's a turnover by the Bruins. It's going to be Hawks ball going the other way here with 2:57 to go in the first quarter. Everett Hamner alongside Stephen Carney to the Hawk Nest here, as now at the top of the key is Ruth Holland. Kicks it in, as now it's Semple. Semple backing her defender up, but good defense there by the Bruins. Here come the other way is Kara. Kara dish it off with the rebound, a jumper. That doesn't go. Rebounded by the Hawks. Out the other way, here comes Vasquez. Swings it over to Bouchard. Now at the far side is Ruth Holland. Ruth Holland pulls up a three. That doesn't go. Rebounded by the Bruins. Fast break opportunity here for the Bruins, but good defense there by Ruth Holland, coming back after she missed the three, Stephen.
Yeah, good effort there. It's going to be tough for her to get that steal, but did a good job just tipping it out of play. And now this has sparked a timeout call here by the Sheridan Bruins. 24-year veteran head coach Willie DeLass trying to get his troops settled down here, Everett. I mean, it's been a tough way to start this quarter. Humber really just dominating them on both sides of the floor.
It certainly has been a picture-perfect start here to this game here, as we are just under 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Hawks are shutting out the Sheridan Bruins 19-0. And if you were Willie DeLass coming into this game, you know, you probably knew that your team was in tough here. And so is it one of those cases, Stephen, where you think you kind of focus on the game within a game, maybe work on your set plays, your possessions, some things like that?
Well, 100%. If you look at the difference between these two teams, Everett, I mean, Humber has a lot of graduating players, like we mentioned. When you look over at Sheridan, they have a ton of first-year players, a very young team. So the future is bright for Sheridan. Tonight, it's going to be a hard night for them to take on these Humber Hawks, but they only got a long future to look forward to, so they should be just fine.
Certainly, as there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 to 10 first-year players on this roster. Coming out of the timeout, same players on the floor for the Hawks.
We never have two cameras like right here. Is there any way you guys can film over here?
As it's going to be Bruins ball on the baseline, inbounded by number 2, Jaslyn Kara. And then the first couple of open underneath the basket, but a foul being called. Going to go against number 11, Jill Semple. Gets called for 2 on the arm.
Yeah, I may have spoken too soon there, Everett. I said maybe Humber has a chance for a shutout in this first quarter, but going to the line with no defense, that's going to be number 23, Denikia Alt. So misses the first, but Sheridan trying to get on the board here.
And she misses both free throws. And so the shutout is still intact. Fast break there, deep corner 3, and that is good. Amber Bouchard makes good from beyond the arc and is 22 to nothing.
Yeah, Bouchard is one of those great spot-up three-point shooters that the Hawks have. Makes good on that opportunity.
Tried to answer with the three of their own were the Bruins, but rebound taken there by the Bruins. But again, stripped of the ball, out come the other way of the Hawks. 2-on-1 fast break here as Vasquez lifts it off for Bouchard, and that mid-range jumper, and it's 24 to nothing.
It's a route early on.
Good help defense by Bouchard coming on the other side, and there's the first basket of the game for the Bruins by number 5. Olivia Rodriguez gets the Bruins on the board.
It breaks that shutout, Everett. Never seen one before, but Hawks almost had it. Good
give and go chance there, but unable to get the second half of the give and the go. It was Ruth Holland.
24 to 2 here, 1:22 left in the first quarter, Everett. Perfect way to start this seniors night. Hawks looking dominant early on.
Kara with it. Lays it off now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez now with Brathwaite. Brathwaite, good defense there. Nice, but nice play seeing under the basket, but big block there by number 11, Jill Semple. And draws a foul underneath the basket there, Stephen.
Yeah, a ton of contact there as Semple was doing everything to avoid it. But it looks like a reach-in call has been made. The Hawks, a minute left here in this fourth quarter, Everett, up by 22 points. Picture-perfect start.
And now it's Vasquez bringing the ball up the court. Now with it is Bouchard. Bouchard gives it off to Vasquez. Vasquez to Ruth Holland in the corner. Pulls up three, that doesn't go. Rebounded taken by the Bruins. Up the other way comes number 2, Kara. Kara with Vasquez all over her. Good active defense there by Vasquez. And now it's Brathwaite with it. Brathwaite tries to cross over, gets around Ruth Holland, kicks it out, long range jumper, that doesn't go. Rebounded, gotten by the Bruins. The putback, that doesn't go. This time the rebound is fumbled, and now the Hawks come away with it. Vasquez over to Ruth Holland. Ruth Holland to Vasquez. To Holland, spots up a corner three, that doesn't go, but rebound taken by the Hawks, but it's gonna be a foul called. I believe the foul's going against number 15, Atiza Kronk.
Yeah, not sure what that was for. Maybe over the back. It looks like it was just a battle for the rebound, but either way, Humber, 7 seconds left here in this first quarter. 22-point lead, 24 to 2. Perfect start here to this game, Everett.
Ball being brought up as we're under 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bruins still trying to get a shot off here. And after 1 quarter of play, it is the Humber Hawks 24, the Sheridan Bruins 2. Perfect start to the Hawks on senior night. And so Stephen, after the 1 quarter of play, this Humber Hawks team is perfect so far here. And so we will come back with second quarter action on the other side of the break.
At Humber, we are career focused. We provide practical learning in and out of the classroom. We are chefs. We are programmers. We are community builders. We are technicians. We are entrepreneurs. We are Humber.
Welcome you back here for second quarter action as the Humber Hawks women's basketball team leads the Sheridan Bruins by a score of 24 to 2 after 1 quarter of play. Everett Hammer alongside Stephen Carney as it's now Number 23, Kerr, backs up her defender, but big rebound there. It's going to be a foul underneath against the Hawks.
Everett, turnover there for the Hawks. Perfect first quarter, like you mentioned, 24-2 lead. And CJ Nefuente, talk about a quarter, perfect 3 for 3, 2 for 2 from the three-point line, 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 steals. She was absolutely dominant.
Those 3 steals may have been the highlights of the quarter, as she was all over the ball on the defensive side. As here she is again, guarding number 12, Brathwaite. As now Acer, she's checked back into the game for the start of the second quarter here. As the Bruins, good defense here, but big block by Mary Acer. Not tonight, says Mary Acer. The big block to force the turnover, Stephen.
Well, what did I say during the ceremony? This girl is one of the best defenders in the OCAA ever. You see on the replay here, so rangy, so athletic. She can block shots, she can steal. She is unbelievable on the defensive side.
An offensive foul charge going against Leandra Kerr.
Everett checking into the game tonight. First time we've seen her, but number 20 for Humber, that's Haven Durant. She is another up-and-coming big here for the Hawks. We'll look for her in the coming seasons.
Jaslyn Carroll with CJ Nefuente almost gets her 4th steal of the game there. Just couldn't quite get it. Nice move to the baseline by the Sheridan Bruins, drawing a foul call. Going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be number 15, Mara Douglas.
Yeah, and on that almost steal before that, CJ Nefuente looked at the ref. Not sure what she was complaining about, Everett, but she's had a great game so far. The Hawks absolutely dominant. Leandra Kerr, you just saw her on the screen. She's playing great as well, especially on the defensive side. So Humber performing everywhere so far tonight.
Mara Douglas misses her first free throw. Makes good on the second. 24-3 now the score. Just checking back into the game is Jill Semple for the Hawks. CJ Nefuente brings the ball up court for the Hawks here. Now Mary Acer with it at the top of the left key. Pump fake by Hagopian. She'll kick it off to CJ Nefuente. That 3 doesn't go good. Rebound there by Mary Acer. Swings it out. CJ Nefuente. Pump fake. Kicks it over to the far to the corner. The deep corner 3 by Mary Acer, but rebounded there by the Hawks. But the travel call goes against Jill Semple.
Yeah, Everett, you see the ball movement early on by the Hawks. CJ Nefuente passing up a couple 3-point opportunities and deciding to pass it across the court. Mary Acer just couldn't connect, but so far the Hawks being really unselfish, and it's paying its benefits.
And so now it's Kara bringing the ball up court for the Hawks. Now it's Brathwaite with it for the Bruins. Brathwaite, good ball movement here by the Bruins. Trying to get an open shot. The mid-range jumper, that doesn't go. Rebounded there by number 20, Durant. Now the ball being brought up court for the Hawks. Semple with it, backing her defender in, squaring up, gets the floater to go. Nice post move there by Jill Semple, Stephen.
Yeah, she is that big that we talked about. That can be dominant in any game as Nefuente gets another steal.
Nefuente gets the steal, but gets the steal and draws the foul call with the hold there, going against the Bruins. 26-3 here with 7:53 to go in the second quarter. This Hawks team leading the Bruins here on senior night at the Hawks Nest at Humber North campus.
Pure dominance early on, Everett. Both sides of the ball, Humber really just dominating this Bruins team.
Mary Acer with it now. She'll pass it over to Durant. Durant, now CJ Nefuente with it. Nefuente looking for an open player. Kicks it off. 3-ball pulled up. It's good! Sesha Bertuzza. She gets into the 3-point action early off the bench.
Yeah, we can't be surprised. Like I mentioned, to start this game. Sasha Bertuzza is only 6 three-pointers away from passing the school record that was set back in 2001. She is on fire to start this season.
Maria Serpa gets in on the three action again. 32-3. Maria Serpa. This deep Hawks three-ball threat has been something that has been so effective in the first quarter and a half of this game, Stephen.
They're making it rain from outside early on in this game. Of course, like we just mentioned, Maria Serra's already hit a couple. She's a great defender, not known for a shot, but when she's relied on, she can do it. And of course, like we mentioned, Sasha Bertuzza only 6 away, now 5 away from having the school record.
Nice move there. Nefuente was beat early, but Nefuente, the athleticism, gets back, and the big block there, and here come the other way of the Hawks.
It looks like Bertuzza stepped out of bounds there, but what a great performance by the Hawks here. 32-3, 6:53 left in the second.
Here we see CJ Nefuente. And now the ball, CJ Nefuente again in on the action, Stephen. This time, looks like maybe a foul going against Nefuente.
Yeah, she looks a little bit frustrated there through her opponent. Looks like that was number 15, Mara Douglas, to the floor, but Nefuente early on here, she has at least 8 points right now. I think she has 5 steals already in this game. She's been unbelievable.
Julia Robertson there checks into the game, guarding the inbound play. And the jumper is good. That's Jennifer Salteri. CJ Nefuente now trying to work the ball inside as that's Semple with it. Semple swings it out to Nefuente. Nefuente pulls up a three. It's good! CJ Nefuente, maybe snowing outside, but Nefuente is making it rain here in the gym. Makes good on the layup. Number 7, Raquel Dare. Now Robertson with it, swings it over to Bertuzza. Bertuzza now, as Nefuente kicks it over to the corner three. Another three! Julia Robertson. Steven, everybody's getting in on the three-ball action here for the Hawks.
It's contagious, Everett. The three-point factor for the Hawks has been unbelievable so far to start this game. 38-7, 5:39 left in the first half.
Trying to work it on down low with the Bruins, but nice good rebound again by Jill Semple. As now CJ Nefuente with it. Nefuente, nice pass in the middle for Jill Semple, and one. Jill Semple will go to the line to try and complete the three-point play.
And what a beautiful pass that was from Nefuente. She is a triple-double threat every single night, Everett. Points, rebounds, assists, but you know what? It's not just a triple-double. Her last game that they played, it was against the Redeemer Royals. CJ Nefuente was just a rebound and 2 steals away from her second quadruple double of the season. That's a stat that you rarely see. She is just so talented on all sides of the floor.
You'll see that here's the three ball. The corner three there, that one was by number 14, Amber Bouchard. Just been now it's as Jill Semple made good on the and one play. And so now with 5:23 to go here in the second quarter, it is Humber Hawks 41, Sheridan Bruins 7. And like we said, Steven, just been dominating on all aspects of the court here, this Hawks team.
And they're being led by their star player, CJ Nefuente. And like I mentioned, their last game, she was amazing. 16 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds, and 8 steals. Almost a quadruple double. I don't know if she's going to get the minutes tonight that she got last game, but she's always a threat to do that, Everett.
As we have a look into the
Alicia, come off. Sasha into the corner. Cave into the dunker spot. See what's going. Julia's over here. Matissa's rolling into the pocket. All right?
as we see AJ Sharma there in the timeout huddle. Hey, we just see the calm and composure that this Hawks coaching staff is. I guess it's pretty easy to be calm and composed when you're leading by this margin, but just something it's good to see.
Yeah, 34-point lead right now. The Hawks are dominating. We shouldn't be surprised because they're outscoring their opponents so far this season, Everett, by 32 points per game, so the dominance isn't surprising here for Humber at all.
Corner jumper, that doesn't go. Rebounded there by the Bruins. Good play there. Cutting to the basket. Unable to get the layup to go was Dyer, but offensive rebound there by the Sheridan Bruins. Pulls up a three, but that doesn't go. Rebounded there by the Bruins. Gets the putback, and she'll go to the line to try and complete the three-point play. Is number 15, Mara Douglas.
Yeah, nice play inside, getting that offensive board and just putting it right back up. Sheridan trying to cut this lead down. It's a big deficit right now, but it's going to be tough to come back, maybe have some momentum for the rest of the season, Everett. Like we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, his next season is going to be the year for Sheridan, as they have a lot of young players that are going to finally have some experience under their belt.
Free throw rattles around but doesn't fall. Rebounded by the Hawks. And now bringing it up court is Atiza Kronk. Now Robertson with it. Robertson to Vasquez. Vasquez sees again, pulls up for the three. That doesn't go. Rebounded offensively by the Hawks. The putback there, that didn't go by number 20, Heaven Durant. Now the Bruins bring the ball up court. Good footwork there by number 12, Brathwaite. Brathwaite still with it. Gets the runner, that doesn't go. Rebounded by Vasquez. Now Robertson with it underneath, that doesn't go. Good hard defensive play there by the Bruins. Brathwaite bringing the ball up court. Number 15, Douglas. Douglas driving baseline, that doesn't go. Rebounded by Jill Semple. The other way, here comes the Hawks. Semple now to Durant. Durant, that didn't go, but loose ball there. And now that it's going to be Hawks ball underneath.
Everett, 3:48 left here in the first half. The Hawks with a 32-point lead, 41-9. Just dominance early on here at the Hawks Nest. Coming back out to the floor, one of the graduating players here tonight, her last home game, Leandra Kerr. She's been good so far, looking for another big performance.
It's going to be Vasquez inbounding the ball on the baseline to Kerr. Now Vasquez gets it right back to her. Swinged over the far side to Robertson. Good ball movement there by the Hawks, but just out of the reach of Semple. Now it's Brathwaite for the Bruins with it at the top of the key. Good tight defense there by Vasquez. Good ball movement here on this possession by the Bruins. The runner, that doesn't go. Rebounded there by the Hawks. And a little bit of a press going on here by the Bruins. Vasquez gets the ball in for Kerr. Kerr now with it, swings it over to the far side. Robertson pulls up three, just short. And it's gonna go out of bounds. Bruins ball here, 3:05 to go in the second quarter. Everett Hamner alongside Stephen Carney. Hawks leading the Bruins 41-9.
Yeah, and the offensive pace that was set by the Hawks early in this game slowed down a little bit. The Bruins defense starting to pick up here, but still a huge deficit, Everett. 41-9 here with just over 3 minutes left in the first half.
As Ruth Holland will check back into the game here for Sasha Bertuzza for the Hawks. Bruins with the ball, top of the three-point key. That's number 4, Trelong. Swings it over. Good tight defense here by this Humber Hawks team. Really not giving the Bruins anything on the inside of the key there, Stephen.
The defense has been great tonight. 9 points allowed so far, just complete dominance. And whether it's been down low or outside on the three-point attempts, Humber has not allowed anything easy. Everything has been difficult, and Sheridan has not been able to answer so far.
Kayla Henry checks into the game for the first time tonight for the Hawks. And now it's Ruth Holland. Ruth Holland to Semple. Semple squares up to the basket. Semple now at the top of the key, swings it over to the far side to Holland. Holland to Vasquez. Vasquez pulls up a three. That's no good. Rebounded there by the Bruins, bringing it up over half court there. Good fast break here by the Bruins, and making good on the layup is number 13, Samantha Lova. Again, getting the steal here of the Bruins, that's number 8, Saltarelli. As getting the jumper, but that doesn't go. Rebounded there by the Hawks. And Vasquez brings the ball up over half court. And drawing a foul on the good play, penetrating inside, is Atiza Kronk.
She's another one of the bigs that can be dominant here for the Hawks. She's actually the most dominant shooting big in the entire OCAA. She's leading the OCAA, 60.2% field goal success rate. She's been unbelievable down low. And again here tonight.
And she misses the first free throw. And Atiza Kronk is one of the players at the free throw line that we see. Most players, they shoot their free throws squared up to the basket, but she shades to the right side of the elbow. Very uncharacteristic free throw tendency.
Yeah, it's a different strategy. Usually it works because she is a pretty decent free throw shooter, but they're off on both of those, but the Hawks still with a 30-point lead here.
Getting the steal here is Ruth Holland. Ruth Holland goes on the layup. That couldn't get that to go. Rebounded underneath, but they're getting the steal as the Hawks, but they're gonna call a foul going against the Hawks, I believe against number 9, Kayla Henry.
Yeah, looks like she's gonna get a push on the back there, so 2 shots here for the Bruins.
As we see Wiley DeLoss, their head coach of the Sheridan Bruins. Bit of a tough season for him and the coaching staff this season, but like we said, a fairly young team with more of a team. When it's going through a season like this, you have to think that he's really more focused on implementing the systems and really the culture that you kind of want on your team.
Well, yeah, and Willie is a 24-year veteran as a head coach here for the Sheridan Bruins, so he's probably went through his up and downs with this team. So it shouldn't be anything new to him. He's just got to say to his team, you're a young team. I mean, the future does look bright for this Sheridan team.
As the Bruins went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Vasquez with it again, another steal by number 8, Saltarelli of the Bruins. And here going the other way of the Bruins. Fast break opportunity, pulls up for a jumper, that doesn't go. Rebounded by Henry. Henry, she's all alone, goes up, left-handed layup, tries to get a floater to go, that doesn't go. But good transition play there by the Hawks, Stephen.
Yeah, Kayla Henry with a ton of speed there. Very athletic young player, trying to go inside, but just couldn't finish it. Hawks still with that 29-point lead here, 1 minute and 2 left in the first half.
Now Ruth Holland kicks it over to Vasquez. Vasquez gets a corner 3, that doesn't go, but rebounded again here by the Hawks. Good play there, nice put back by Leandra Kerr, getting the inside feed, Stephen.
Yeah, Leandra Kerr, one of those bigs that can dominate, especially against this Sheridan team. A very small team in Humber, of course, with some great size down low.
Now with it is Shanice Trelong. Driving baseline, tried to get the reverse layup to go. Was Sabrina Brathwaite going up the other way. Now that's Vasquez. Vasquez for the Hawks with it. Under the basket for Leandra Kerr with 2 Bruins all over her. Gets the baseline layup to go. As we are now under 10 seconds to go here in the first half. 4 seconds to go here. 3, 2. Shot at the buzzer, that doesn't go. At the end of the first half, it is the Humber Hawks 45, the Sheridan Bruins 12. And Stevens, at the end of the first half, it has been a fairly, extremely dominant first half of play.
Oh, absolutely, 33-point lead right now, 45-12 after the first half. Everett, it's been perfect so far here on seniors night. Offense has been great, but the defense has been even better. Just 12 points allowed. They've been great so far.
And it has been extremely dominant, like you said. Couldn't be a perfect start, as we have some of the early stats. Some of the highlights first half, as it really was. The Hawks were dominating, they getting the points early, but for the most part, Steven, the Hawks were making it rain from beyond the arc.
Oh, so far in that first half, their three-pointers were amazing, drilling countless threes. They were unbelievable. CJ Nefuente was one of them, Everett. She was great on the night for the Hawks so far. I mean, so far she has 11 points, 4 assists, 4 steals, 2 rebounds. She's been unbelievable on both sides of the ball. She's been absolutely great. And CJ having a great game so far. Really, really good, Everett.
Here's what you're going to do. You are going to have 2 attempts at a layup. You will then have 2 attempts at a free throw, 2 attempts at a 3-point shot. If you can make one of each of those, you have 1 chance at the half-court shot, for which you can win some serious cash. Any questions? All right then, crowd pump up a little.
And so at the end, as them now we'll see the men come onto the court. Now we're going to look here at the men's team as they're getting in line for their team photo.
Let's see the free throw.
So now it's really been a dominating first half for the Humber Hawks. And so now we are joined by CJ Nefuente. CJ, 11 points for yourself in the first half. It really has a 45-12 lead at halftime. Everything really has been going well for the Hawks so far to start this game.
Yeah, we've been just playing as a team. You know, we had a rough start, maybe a couple of minutes into the game, but then after we picked it up, had our timeout, and then just held it down.
CJ, with this last game of the regular season at home, this being seniors night, yourself and 7 other your teammates honored before game. When it comes to seniors night, do you reflect back on what your career at Humber has been here so far?
Everyone's relevant. Everyone just knows how to treat you right and just respect it.
Yeah, and CJ, tonight a big night for you. 11 points, 4 steals. The Bruins only 12 points against you, but good job so far tonight. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
That was CJ Nefuente of the Humber Hawks as CJ Nefuente and the Hawks lead after the first half by a score of 45-12. That'll do it for the first half action.
Hello. Can you hear anything out of mic 2?
At Humber, we are career-focused. We provide practical learning in and out of the classroom. We are chefs. We are programmers. We are community builders. We are technicians. We are entrepreneurs. We are Humber.
to 12 for the Humber Hawks after the first half. Stephen, everything certainly was going well for that Humber Hawks team in the first half.
Well, offense, defense, both sides of the ball, the Hawks were dominating. 45 points so far. That's better than their average. Of course, they average 80 points on the season, so if you do the math, that's 10 points better than their average. If they keep that pace up in the defense, 12 points allowed after one half. That's unbelievable so far, Everett. They've just been dominant here.
Yeah, they were extremely active on the defensive side of the ball. That was led certainly by CJ Nafuente with 3 or 4 steals in the first half. She was all over the court in that first half action.
Well, we shouldn't be surprised. Like I mentioned earlier, the last game the Hawks played was against the Redeemer Royals. And the Hawks, well, they won that game, not surprisingly. And CJ Nafuente was just 1 rebound and 2 steals away from a quadruple double, 16 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds, and 8 steals. She is such a talent, so much fun to watch. Whether it's on defense or offense, she seems to get it done every single night for her team.
All aspects of this Hawks team that we talked about going in has been firing on all cylinders. They've been making the baskets underneath as well. That's opened up the play for the Hawks from beyond the arc, and they were really shooting lights out from 3-point range.
Oh, were they ever? It was not just one player, too. That's a special thing. The Hawks had a bunch of players that were hitting shots. Amber Bouchard had a couple, Sasha Bertuzza, Marius Serra had a couple, CJ Nafuente as well. I mean, it seemed like every player that took a shot from 3 was hitting it.
And as we're about to start the second half, you can really feel the gym starting to fill up here, and this Humber Hawks team is really going to be feeding off that energy from this crowd that is just going to build as we get closer and closer to the men's game at 8 o'clock.
Well, yeah, the crowd is just going to get bigger and bigger, like you mentioned. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a full house by the time this game is over. And if that's the case, it'd be a perfect way to end the season for the Hawks. Of course, their last home game of the regular season, and it's seniors night, Everett. Like you mentioned at the top, a lot of these Hawks players could be their last game here, so it'd be a perfect way to end it for a lot of these players.
So far, the Hawks are on there. Let me see a shot of some of the friends and family here as they're in attendance for seniors night.
And that was Alina Domingo performing that song by Rihanna for her friends and family there in the crowd. Good voice, multi-talented player there, Everett.
Multi-talented, we always hear about athletes needing to have a career maybe lined up after their athletic career goes out, and hey, she's got the pipes.
Is Canadian Idol still around? Not sure if it is, but hey, Alina Domingo, maybe she should try out.
Get her to record a single. Maybe get it to play here on 96.9 Radio Humber.
And for everyone that's watching live right now, whether you're watching on the website, on YouTube, or you're listening to 96.9 Radio Humber, thanks for joining us tonight. And Everett, I think they're enjoying this one so far. 45-12 lead here for the Hawks. It's been fun to watch, it's been fun to listen to, whatever you're doing. I think they're enjoying this game.
Certainly, if you are cheering for the Humber Hawks, you're definitely enjoying yourself here. Not so much for Willie DeLoss and this Sheridan Bruins team. They start the possession of the second half here, as now shooting up Brathwaite. Down low for Trelonge. Trelonge back up to Brathwaite. Brathwaite with the shot clock winding down, pulls up a jumper, that doesn't go. Rebounded, swatted away by Leandra Kerr, and it's going to be the Bruins ball underneath the basket.
Yeah, defense starting out well here again. Leandra Kerr getting a piece of that one. Humber dominant.
Good look there on that pull-up jumper by Sabrina Brathwaite, but just unable to get it to go. Foul again called underneath the basket. Inbounded here by the Bruins, number 2. Kerr with it. Now over to Douglas. Douglas up penetrating. Big block there by number 22. Natalie Hagopian. Again, this Humber Hawks defense has been relentless.
Doesn't matter if they have a 33-point lead like they have right now. Humber has not let up, working so hard on both sides of the floor.
And now this Bruins team really trying to work down low, but didn't get it to go. Rebounded by CJ Nafuente. Brings the ball up over midcourt, swings it over the far side to Hagopian. That ball just goes right through the hands of Hagopian, maybe one of the cases where she was thinking about what she was going to do with the ball before she actually got it.
Yeah, that happens a lot, especially if you're a shooter looking to maybe get the ball up quickly. But either way, the Hawks so dominant early on here, Everett.
Just saw that big block by Hagopian, as now we see a foul being called on Mary Acer. Going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be number 12, Sabrina Brathwaite. And going to the line, shoot 2, number 12, Sabrina Brathwaite. Makes good on the first. Brathwaite, third-year student, one of the lone veteran players on this Bruins team. Misses the second, rebounded there as now CJ Nefuente brings the ball up court. Nefuente swings it over to Mary Acer. Mary Acer down low, pull-up jumper, nice ball movement, and finishing there is Jill Semple. 47-13 is the lead right now here for the Humber Hawks. 8:40 to go here in the third quarter. The Bruins now with it at the top of the key. Good tight defense there by CJ Nefuente. Good hustle to come back by Nefuente, but foul going to be called going against Nefuente.
It's a nice move inside there by Jocelyn Kara, really aggressive there. Forced CJ to foul her, so nice move there by Kara.
There we see nice crossover to get that extra step here. Kara misses the first shot, free throw. And so we see the next Humber volleyball next game coming up on February 17th. CJ Nefuente with it now. Mary Acer up the top of the key now. As CJ Nefuente with it. Nefuente in pulling up with the jumper. That doesn't go. Rebounded underneath, but foul called. Foul going against Jill Semple underneath.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there by Semple. Push on the back. 8:18 left here in the third quarter. Hawks with a 33-point lead. They're not slowing down here. The lead really just staying at the same that it was to start this half. They're looking pretty dominant here, Everett.
As Kara with it, being tight, deep. CJ Nefuente thought she had the steal, but it looks like and so now it's going to be the fourth, as now it's number 4, Trelange. As it's going to be number 23, Leandra Kerr. As they're going to change the possession there at the far end. As CJ Nefuente brings the ball up court here for the Humber Hawks. Pass it off to Mary Acer. Acer now to Hagopian. Hagopian with 2 defenders on her, lays it off. Nice turns around, squares up to the basket jumper. That didn't go by Semple. Rebounded there by the Bruins. Out the other way comes Kerr. Kerr with Nefuente all over her, spinning away from Nefuente is Kerr, and Kerr goes up at the layup. That doesn't go. Rebounded by Semple. Semple gets the outlet pass to Nefuente. Nefuente going right at the basket, goes up. She goes down hard, does appear to be okay, draws a foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and she draws a lot of fouls because she is so aggressive going inside. No choice there for the Bruins but to foul there. She's going to go to the line for 2.
There we see Nefuente going to the line, going to the basket hard, drawing that foul call, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Nefuente makes good on the first. And so upcoming game is Humber versus Conestoga. Humber Hawks volleyball, February 17th is our next broadcast there. Number 7 is Sasha Bertuzza with it now. Up at the top of the key for number 12, Brathwaite. Brathwaite lays it off for Dyer. Dyer cuts to the key. Nice move by Dyer. Gets the layup to go.
And a nice move inside. Found some space for the easy layup there. Sheridan wants to get some momentum, they're going to need to make more plays like that.
CJ Nafuente from the parking lot makes good on the three. From the free throw line, pull-up jumper by the Bruins. That doesn't go. Rebounded by Nafuente. And she draws a foul call.
Yeah, her numbers are just starting to inflate here tonight. Not sure how much more time she's going to get. If Humber has a big lead like this, they might rest her. But Nafuente already with 16 points, a bunch of rebounds and assists, and at least 6 steals, I would think, Everett. She's just been dominant on both sides of the floor.
Extremely active on the defensive side of the ball, as now Hagopian with it. Tries to get a feed there. Now it's Mary Acer with it. Acer swings it over to CJ Nafuente. Nafuente kicks it out for Hagopian. Hagopian blows up a three. That doesn't go. Rebounded by the Bruins. Denise Campbell. She'll passes it up. Number 12, Brathwaite. Brathwaite with Mary Acer all over her. Good defense by Acer. Now Nafuente with playing good defense now. It's now number 3, Campbell with it. Campbell with Hagopian all over her. Passes it into the key to number 13. Number 13, Lovat. Lovat kicks it out. 3-ball, that doesn't go. Rebounded, taken by Kronk. But on the far side, out around half, an injured player is down.
Yeah, and it's the last person you want to see. It's CJ Nafuente, and she is limping right now. That is just the worst thing possible here for the Hawks. The big lead, really don't need her on the floor, so.
Nafuente holding that left outside side of that left ankle, and she is in obvious pain, putting as little weight on that ankle as you can. And if you're AJ Shorma and this coaching and medical staff, you'd have to think, why even bother bringing her back into tonight's game?
Well, exactly. AJ Sharma knows that she is the heartbeat of this team. She has to be here for the playoffs. So hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully she's going to be okay. But you got to think that that's going to be the last time you see her on the floor tonight either way, because she doesn't need to be playing tonight. They're up by 36 right now.
As now Natalie Hagopian will bring the ball up court for the Hawks. Coming in for the injured Hagopian is Amber Bouchard. Hagopian with it, swings it over to the top of the key for Holland. Holland passes it in. Nice play, gets the bank shot there as Jill Semple. Number 7, Dyer with it. Dyer lays it off now for Brathwaite. Brathwaite. Good ball movement on the top of the 3-point key here by this Bruins team. But now the tight, stingy defense of this Hawks comes into effect, and trying to get that, unable to get that to go, but getting her own rebound is Lovett. Lovett underneath, draws a foul call. Good work underneath the basket by Lovett.
Nice work inside. The Bruins not giving up here, still fighting to the last minute here, trying to stay in this game. And that's what they have to do. They have to go hard inside, force some fouls, because it's going to be tough to get some outside shots tonight.
Here we see the replay of Lovett there against, as she misses the first free throw. And Lovett is a second-year player out of Manitoba. Makes good on the second, and now the score is 54-17 lead for the Humber Hawks against the Sheridan Bruins. Everett Hamner alongside Stephen Carney. And now it's number 12, Ruth Holland with it. Over to Hagopian. Hagopian, good quick ball movement. Corner 3, pulled up, that doesn't go. Rebounded by the Sheridan, but good quick ball movement there by the Hawks. And now, Brathwaite with it. We're trying to go baseline, gets that up to go, but didn't get that to go, and rebounded there by Kronk. As Hagopian now brings the ball up over half court. Good play there. The left-handed Jill Semple. Nice left-handed layup there.
We talked about it to start this game. The bigs for the Hawks can be dominant. Semple, Kerr, and Kronk really can just not be guarded by this Bruins team. So undersized. And you see Semple just working the magic there.
And there is Lovett again. Good work underneath, but can't get that tough shot to go. And coming the other way here is Holland. Holland dishes it off. The shot doesn't go. Rebounded there by Lovett, by the Bruins. Slowing things down here as this Bruins offense. 4:16 to go in the third quarter. Nice misdirection move there foul called underneath going against the Hawks. Number 12, Ruth Holland. Here we saw that last bucket there by Jill Semple. It's going to be the Bruins shooting 2 from the free throw line. Is number 12, Sabrina Brathwaite. Makes good on the first. And now we hear the Humber Hawks dance cheerleading pack getting into the game here. Makes good on the second. 56-19 now the score.
Another substitution here for the Bruins. Looks like that's going to be Brathwaite coming out. Really haven't found an answer so far off the bench tonight here, Everett. Humber just dominating, whether it's been the starters, whether it's been players coming off the bench. Seems that everyone on Humber has been clicking so far tonight.
Foul called underneath the basket, inbounded. Going to be Humber ball underneath the basket baseline. There's a replay of that last fast break by Lovett. As now Hagopian inside, nice pass in to get that to go. Leandra Kerr, good pass though by Hagopian.
The lead is at 39, Everett. Just dominating performance here by the Hawks. More than doubling up this Sheridan Bruins team. It's been a rough night here for Sheridan. It'll be tough to look to the positive side here tonight. They've just been absolutely dominated on both sides of the floor, but like we mentioned, a young team, a lot of first-year players, so the future still is bright for the Sheridan Bruins.
See that great pass there by Hagopian to see Leandra Kerr. Check it as Robertson, she now checked into the game for the Hawks, taking out Hagopian. That possession is going to stay with the Hawks. It's going to be kickball. And again, a couple of more changes coming in for the Sheridan Bruins.
Yeah, it's going to be Rodriguez and Kara coming back onto the floor. The Bruins trying to find an answer everywhere. As you see on the replay there is Kerr doing a good job here tonight, but really no answer here for the Bruins tonight. The Hawks have just been great on all facets of the game.
Robertson, good ball movement by the Hawks, and drawing the blocking foul is number 12 underneath there, Ruth Holland. But Stephen, good quick ball movement for the Hawks, moving it around the top of the three-point key there.
Well, that's been the key all night, is the ball movement. Unselfish play has led to wide open threes. We saw it in that first half. So many Hawks hit a bunch of threes, and that's continuing here in the third quarter, and selfish play is the key.
Leandra Kerr with the nice putback off the inbound right under the basket.
There's that size factor, Everett. We mentioned it off the top. So tough to guard a player like Kerr. She works her magic there. 41-point lead, 60-19, 3 minutes left in the third.
Kara tries to see Douglas into the key, but going the other way here, the Humber Hawks and Robertson. Robertson pulling up for the three. That doesn't go. That was Ruth Holland. Rebounded there by Kerr, gets the putback to go. Leandra Kerr, she's been a force underneath the basket tonight, Stephen.
Yeah, this is one of the most dominating performances I've ever seen here at Humber College for this women's team. They're up by 43 right now, allowing only 19 points.
And there's Leandra Kerr again with the fast break points. Leandra Kerr been having a great second half here.
Yeah, 14 points for her now. The majority coming in this second half, so she's starting to click.
There's Lovett again, making that nice, good footwork move there by Lovett. And now we see that ball movement there on the play there by Jill Semple. Gets the left-hander to go. Going to the line to shoot two here. It's going to be Samantha Lovat.
So Everett, just a report from the sidelines right now. It looks like CJ Nafuente is not going to come back. Not surprisingly, I don't think she'll be coming back, whether or not she's feeling good or not. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully she's going to be back for the playoff run because she is irreplaceable for this Hawks team.
Definitely. Hopefully it's more of just a precautionary means, as she really was not really able to put hardly any weight on that left outside ankle is what she seemed to be hurting. And she's not on the bench for the rest of the game, so definitely hope receiving treatment back in the locker room. And so it's now Rodriguez with it for the Bruins to Lovat. Lovat kicks it out to Kara. Kara unable to get the baseline jumper to go. Rebound there underneath is number 20, Durant. Dead ball called underneath the basket. As now Robertson brings the ball up court for the Hawks. Holland with it, Holland to Robertson. Robertson squares up, draws a foul call there as Jaslyn Kara. A little bit of uncharacteristic there by Kara.
Yeah, I think the frustration is starting to set in here for the Sheridan Bruins. The Hawks just dominating here tonight, not giving them any space, whether it's on offense or defense. And I mean, when you get dominated like this, it's not fun. The frustration's going to set in. And it looks like that's what's happening here for the Bruins.
As Robertson makes good on the first. 1:31 to go here in this third quarter. Makes good on the second. 64-20 lead here for this Humber Hawks on seniors night here at the Hawks Nest. Now Rodriguez with it for the Bruins. To Kara. Kara with Robertson all over her. This Hawks defense really not giving the Bruins much of anything offensively. Lovat, turnaround jumper, that doesn't go. Loose ball as both two players go down hard there. That's Rodriguez and Bouchard for the Hawks, but both players appear to be okay.
And the Hawks have a 46-point lead here, and Bouchard still sacrificing the body and trying to get that loose ball. Good effort there by the Hawks. Like I mentioned, Everett, 46-point lead, 66-20 with 1:04 left here in the third quarter. What a great way to celebrate seniors night here at the Hawks Nest.
Certainly, and Stephen, like we talked about at the top of the broadcast, this may be a play by head coach AJ Schwarma, really instilling that to try and keep his team in playoff mentality, as like in the playoffs, you won't come to playoffs, you won't be able to take any plays or possessions off offensively or defensively.
Yeah, it seems like every time that Humber plays here, whether they're up by 10, 20, 30, as Bertuzza hits another big three ball, they never take a play off ever. They're always full blast all the time.
Bertuzza gets in on the three-pointer. Now it's 69-20 here. As Douglas with it for the Bruins. Stingy defense now. Rodriguez with it at the top of the three-point key. Rodriguez, she had Bertuzza all over her.
Yeah, Everett, if I'm correct, that's going to be Bertuzza's second three-pointer of the night. That means she's only 4 3-pointers away from this school record set by Elaine Morrison in 2001. That's 36, so Bertuzza looking for a milestone here tonight.
Ruth Holland with a nice behind-the-back play. Keep that play alive. And now with under 10 on the shot clock, Robertson tries to get a shot go. That won't go. There's a replay of that three ball you were talking about. And she is just a couple of three-pointers away from a milestone. As now there's an offensive foul called going against number 7 Dyer, and like you or number 2 Kara, and like you said, that's just some frustration.
Well, and it's been Kara back-to-back who's been called for those fouls, and she looks frustrated out there. You can't blame her. Almost a 50-point lead at 69-20, so a 49-point lead for the Hawks. 3 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Robertson with under 1 second to go, gets the shot off in time. Was Holland looked good for a minute there, but at the end of 3 quarters of play, the Humber Hawks lead the Sheridan Bruins 69-20, Stephen.
And Everett, if she hit that three-pointer, man, that would have been salt in the wound of the Sheridan Bruins. Hitting a buzzer beater when you're up by 49 points, that would have been tough.
But it wouldn't certainly hold it against this Humber Hawks team, the way they can shoot from deep in the three-point range. And so after 3/4 of play here, it is the Humber Hawks leading the Sheridan Bruins by a score of 69-20.
At Humber, we are career focused. We provide practical learning in and out of the classroom. We are chefs. We are programmers. We are community builders. We are technicians. We are entrepreneurs. We are Humber.
And so we're back here for 4th quarter action as Sheridan makes good on the layup here. 69-22 here. Ruth Holland now swings over the far side to Robertson. Robertson, good move to cut baseline. Nice feed there by Robertson to feed Haven Durant.
Yeah, nice move on the inside. Unselfish play once again. This time Haven Durant putting it up and in. The Hawks lead now at 49. Just an explosive night here for Humber.
Lovat with it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez pulls up deep jumper. Nice tight defense there with Bertuzza all over her, and Robertson now brings the ball up court for the Hawks. Robertson over to Holland. Over to Bertuzza. She pulls up a three. That just a little bit long. Rebound taken by the Bruins. Bringing the ball up court is Brathwaite. Brathwaite over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with Bertuzza on her. Rodriguez cuts to the baseline, tries to feed Lovat. But the big defensive play down in the post of Durant, able to break up that last play.
Yeah, the defense hasn't taken any breaks tonight. Humber up by 49, but still playing tough defense, spending a lot of energy. Good effort here by Humber all around. If you're head coach AJ Sharma, you gotta love the way your team is playing heading into the playoffs.
So inbound underneath the Humber basket by Lovat, drawing a foul. That's going to be foul going against Haven Durant.
Looks like she got all ball there. They're saying there was a push on the back, but tough call there for Haven Durant. She's been pretty good off the bench so far tonight. Humber, though, I think they've been good everywhere. A lot of players clicking. And of course, CJ Fuente went off with injury, still not back on the bench, and hopefully she will be okay. That'll be a tough loss here for the Humber Hawks, Everett.
As Lovat makes good on the first free throw. 8:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. Everett Hammer alongside Stephen Carney. Hawks lead 71-23. It's Ruth Holland now to Bertuzza. Bertuzza over there to Kronk. Kronk feeds Robertson. Nice ball movement finished off by Robertson.
Yeah, that's been the story here for the Hawks tonight. The ball movement has been great, Everett, like you just mentioned. Now the lead is 50, 73-23.
And there's a nice, good defensive, clean block, all ball by Ruth Holland. She leads the threat back the other way as Bertuzza now with it. Bertuzza back to Robertson. Robertson at the top of the league, swings it to the far corner. Big corner three, that just a bit short. Rebounded by the Bruins, going the other way here with Brathwaite. Brathwaite swings it over to Kara. Kara, nice play there to feed Lovat. Lovat with the behind the back going up. Lovat gets her own rebound. And Lovat draws a foul call. And Steven, despite being undersized, Lovat really had some good plays here underneath the basket tonight.
Yeah, you gotta love the effort there. Like you mentioned, undersized, 5'7", going up against some of the big Humber players, including Tissa Kronk, who's gonna be going out right now. But Jill Semple, 6'2", has 5 inches on her. So love it, not giving up anything there. Good effort.
As we just see the replay of Robertson finishing off that nice passing play by the Hawks. And So with 7:50 to go here in the fourth quarter, 73-23. 50-point margin here at the Hawk Nest on seniors night. And as the gym still continues to fall. And so now here we get a look at head coach Wiley DeLass.
Run that all the time on all out of bounds. Everyone understand? Let's see what we got. Come on, defense. 1, 2, 3. Look for the short jumper. And you pass.
And so we just heard Wiley DeLass, head coach there in that timeout, saying, let's focus on our defense as much as he maybe possibly can.
Well, you got to stay positive if you're really DeLass there. Of course, he said the defense is key. He also said to look for the short jumpers. So I think they're trying to avoid taking the three-point shots, trying to get some easier shots before the basket. And it's been a rough night here for the Bruins, but still a lot to work on here going for the rest of the season.
As Kara with it now. Lays it off to Brathwaite. Brathwaite lays it off. Now it's Kara. Kara with Robertson all over her. Good ball movement here by the Sheridan Bruins. Penetrating the key, drawing the shot, no call, getting the rebound. Rebounded by the Bruins. Again, that putback doesn't go. Now Robertson of the Hawks brings it back the other way. Robertson swings it down to Bertuzza. Bertuzza squaring up to the basket. Now it's Ruth Holland with it. Holland swings it over to the end corner. There is Robertson. Robertson swings over the far side looking for Bertuzza. That pass just almost nearly picked off. Now Bertuzza, she pulls up a three. It's good! Bertuzza inches closer to that milestone, Stephen.
She's been camping out behind that three-point line looking for the three-point shot. Her teammates are looking to find her. Only 3 away now from tying that record. What a great night here for Bertuzza.
And now there we see Bertuzza. So a couple of substitutions coming in for both teams as we see Kayla Henry checking back into the game for the Hawks. Sitting down will be Ruth Holland. As it's Bruins ball underneath the basket here. Levatt with it, Levatt. Again, good footwork underneath. Levatt drawing the foul call again, Stephen.
You got to give her credit. She's tough. She keeps going back inside. Not bothered by the 6'2" Jill Semple. Good effort here by Levatt.
And you really see head coach Willie DeLass never stopping coaching here, as in between foul shots, he's drawing up a play.
That's what makes a good coach. 24-year veteran, like we mentioned. I mean, to be with a team for 24 years, you got to keep it fresh every year, and he seems to love what he's doing. No matter if his team's down like we see here tonight by 52, still trying to coach his team up.
Robertson kicks it over to Bertuzza. Bertuzza back to Robertson. Robertson down low. Nice ball movement there by the Hawks again. Finishing it off by Jill Semple. As now it's number 12, Brathwaite. Brathwaite with it. Nice ball movement there by the Bruins. Rebounded there by Henry. Henry, fast break over to Bertuzza. Bertuzza going right at it, swings it back to Robertson. Robertson pulls up a three. That's good. Makes good again from downtown are these Humber Hawks.
Yeah, they're on fire from the outside. Bertuzza, the one chasing that record, but unselfishly gives the ball out to Robertson, and she drills the three.
Now Brathwaite with it for the Bruins. Brathwaite cuts to the key, tries to get the runner to go, but drawing a foul call in the process. She'll go to the line to shoot two. And here we see a little bit of look of frustration there on the looks of Willie DeLass here. But there again, you see he's not stopped coaching here.
No, he hasn't ever. You're right. They're down by 56 right now, but he still keeps smiling on the sideline right now. He has a big smile on his face, trying to keep his team positive. You know, love a coach that does that. 24-year veteran, like we mentioned. still finds a way to keep his team in this game.
Making good on both free throws. Now Robertson brings the ball up court over to Kayla Henry. Henry swings it over the far side to Bertuzza. Bertuzza at the top of the three-point key. Kicks it over to the far court to Kayla Henry. That shot, ill-advised shot, maybe taken there by Henry, just off target. A couple of substitutions coming in here. You see a replay of that last three by Robertson.
Yeah, and coming back on the floor here, Everett, a bunch of the seniors, Bouchard, Maria Sayre, Natalie Gopin, and Leandra Kerr, all of these players, of course, their last home game here in the regular season. It's good for AJ Sharma to get him back on the floor.
One of those seniors, Leandra Kerr, gets the rebound there and brings the ball up court for the Hawks. Hagopian passes it in there. As now it's Maria Sayre with it. Kicks it over to Hagopian. That pass just a bit, just too tall for Hagopian.
Good effort there. The unselfish play is still here for the Hawks. And once again, the Hawks turn one over here, but still such a good night here. 81-26, 5:10 left in the fourth quarter.
And it's Campbell penetrating. But again, that defense of the Hawks, as there's 4 players all trying to get a hand on it. Looks like the scene out of Space Jam with all the players with a hand on the ball. Offense, possession arrow going towards the Hawks. 81-26 the score here in favor of the Hawks with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Maria Sayre up to Hagopian. Hagopian pulls up a three. Why not? Hagopian goes in, makes good. 84-26.
The lead keeps on growing and growing at 58 right now with 4:40 left in this fourth quarter. The Humber Hawks putting on one heck of a performance.
Nice play there by the Bruins, number 12. Sabrina Brathwaite gets the runner to go. Maria Sayre draws. Foul going against the Sayre.
I think they might have actually called the 3 in the key against the Hawks. Another turnover there. Maria Sayre, one of the seniors here, Everett, playing in her final home game. She has 8 points on the board, but like we mentioned, she is a great defender, and she showed that earlier in this game with a big block on the three-point line. She's been great tonight.
Dyer lays the ball off for Trelong. Trelong lays it up, pulls up a 3. That didn't go, rebounded there. Hagopian over to Maria Sayre. Sayre to Leandra. Rebounded there by the Bruins. Here come the other way, the Bruins. Again, stripped there was by Maria Sayre. Maria Sayre goes back, fast break the other way. No call there. Maria Sayre gets the rebound, goes up again. This time she'll get the foul call and goes to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think there may have been a foul earlier on that. She didn't get the call, but good effort by her. Goes right back inside and draws one there, so she will shoot 2.
Maria Sayre, one of the seniors that was honored before tonight's game. 5th-year player out of Brampton, Ontario. We'll see the replay here, Stephen. Misses the second, misses both free throws. So with 3:46 to go, 84-28 is the lead here for the Hawks. Pulling up from a deep jumper, but just missing that one was Trelonge. Fast break going the other way are the Hawks. Kicks it over to Hagopian. Hagopian pulls up a 3. That one doesn't go. Rebounded by the Bruins. Long lead pass, caught there by Dyer. Goes up. And so going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be number 7, Raquel Dyer. She makes good on the first. Dyer, Brampton, Ontario native, misses. the free throws. Rebounded there by Leandra Kerr. Now that's Ruth Holland with it underneath. Fadeaway jumper, that doesn't go. Rebounded again by Brathwaite. Big steal there by Hagopian. Hagopian goes the other way. Hagopian sees Holland underneath. Nice play, kiss off the glass for Holland. So with under 3 minutes to play here, 86-29 lead. Everett Hammer alongside Stephen Carney on seniors night here at the Hawks Nest. Pulls up, deep jumper, that doesn't go. Rebounded by Leandra Kerr. CJ Nefuente left this game due to injury. Late in the early on in the third quarter. Long jumper there taken by Groslin. That doesn't go. Rebounded there by Holland. Holland will bring the ball up court here. Going right at her, lays it off for Kerr, but travel is the call. And so
this substitution right here marks the final rotation for a number of senior athletes here at Humber.
And like they just said over the PA with that last substitution, should be the last time some of those senior players check into the game in a regular season action in a home court. Special moment, Stephen.
Yeah, that's going to be it for tonight for Leandra Kerr, Maria Sayre, and a couple other players as well. Good effort here tonight on seniors night. They showed up in a big way.
Good rebound there by Semple. Now it's Robertson with it. Kicks it off to Bertuzza. Bertuzza from the corner three. Just didn't go. Rebounded there, though taken by Durant. Durant now with Robertson over the far key. Robertson swings it over to Bertuzza. Bertuzza swings over to Kayla Henry. Henry tries to feed Bertuzza back. Bertuzza, deep three, short, that doesn't go. But again, rebound taken there by Robertson, as the Hawks are clearly trying to feed Bertuzza, Stephen.
She's camping out in the three-point line. She wants that record. I think she's just 3 away, so it could happen here tonight. Actually only a minute, so unlikely.
As now Robertson brings the ball up court for the Hawks, and Bertuzza now swings it up the far side. Now that's Henry now being called. Stripped of the ball, over and back is the call, as it's going to be with 41.7 seconds to go. Bruins ball, as the gym really is starting to fill up here, Stephen, for the second half of this doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, in the first half, what a dominant performance here. Just 41.7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 47-point lead for your Humber Hawks.
So now number 4, Trelong with it. Cross it over the top for Brathwaite. Brathwaite, jumper, rebounded there, taken by Semple. Semple lays it off to Robertson. Robertson cuts, nice feed underneath to feed Haven Durant. 88-29, Hawks lead this game. Nice play by Bertuzza, although she gets called for the foul on the arm, going to the line to shoot 2 of the Bruins.
Yeah, and the lead is almost at 60 right now. It's a 59-point lead here for the Humber Hawks, 88-29, 12.7 left. So the Hawks will try to probably dribble this one out, Everett, once they get possession again. And what a perfect way to end seniors night. Like we talked about, the Hawks, a lot of players in their last game, and they showed up here tonight.
Number 7, Raquel Dyer, she makes good on the first free throw. 2 for 2 from the line is Dyer. 88-31 is the score here now, as Robertson just appears to dribble this one out. And so on seniors night, this Hawks team remains a perfect undefeated on the season. What a dominant performance by the Hawks from start to finish, Stephen.
They moved to 17-0, and I don't think they could have done it in a more dominant fashion ever. At 88-31, they win by 57. perfect script here for seniors night, like you mentioned. I don't think it could have went any better. All these seniors, their last game at home, and they finish with a bang here tonight, Everett.
And so now we'll see some of the highlights here from the game here. And not only was it on the offensive side of the ball that when you 88 points, you win by 56 points, you're going to look to the offense, but this Hawks defense was really on display here tonight.
I mean, if you hold a team to that little amount of points and you put up 88 yourself, you clearly dominated the team. They're perfect really on both sides of the floor. Just looking at the numbers here tonight, like we mentioned, 88 to 31. They were pretty unbelievable. Leandra Kerr had a great night, 7 of 11, 14 points and 5 rebounds. And of course, CJ Nafuente Everett, hopefully she's gonna be okay. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but went off of that injury. You gotta hope that she's okay.
Early on in the third quarter, it seemed to be just outside of the play, and the whistle was blown. Our attention was drawn back to around half court. And so if you're listening or watching, don't be sure not to go anywhere. As good as this first game was, everything being set up for the second game, as the second game, the men's team against the men's team from the Bruins team, that's a battle for first place in the men's Western Division.
The biggest rivalry in the OCAA for men's basketball, without a doubt, is the Bruins and the Hawks. The packed house here at the Hawks and Everett. Can't wait to get that one underway, but let's focus on the ladies here tonight. What a performance it was. Huge win, 88 to 31, 57-point separation in the points. They were just great. And one of the players who was great here tonight, Leandra Kerr, how amazing was she tonight, Everett?
Leandra Kerr was all over the game on the offensive and defensive side of the game. With it being seniors night, Leandra Kerr, one of the players honored before the game for the Hawks, and the fifth-year player, she was extremely a part in this Hawks win.
Yeah, if you look over at the Hawks, they're a big team, great players down low. Leandra Kerr is one of them.
And now we are joined by Leandra Kerr. Leandra, a dominant 56-point win here for your team on seniors night. How special is that to be able to win your last game at home and by such a dominant performance?
Honestly, it feels great. It's an overwhelming feeling. It's an overwhelming feeling just because, you know, it's my last game or home game of my career, so I can't be any more happy, and I feel blessed.
Yeah, Leandra, a 5-year career at Humber. I mean, the accolades are great for you guys. Going for another championship this year, how are you guys feeling going into the playoffs?
I feel good. Feel good. Not overly confident because we still have stuff to work on, but we're gonna go in there and, as usual, give it our all and just do what we know and do as our coach always says, just do our job and get it done.
Now, Leandra, before the game, you were one of the players honored. What has being a Humber Hawk meant to you over the seasons here?
He's cutting it out.
Cutting out?
Yeah.
And so now that was Leandra Kerr, one of the seniors honored pregame as the Hawks women's team with a dominant performance, Stephen, here on seniors night.
Yeah, I think Leandra may still be with us. Leandra, no more questions for you. Just congratulations on such a fabulous career. Ever and I are really happy with your performance tonight. Congratulations. Much success for the rest of the season.
Okay.
And so for Stephen Carney, I'm Everett Hammer. Don't go anywhere. The first place men's versus the tied for first place Bruins action will be on the other side of the break.